Hello, welcome to One Africa Mission with your brother Dobia Anzanse. So please, if you are new here, subscribe to our YouTube channel, One Africa Mission, and also follow us on Facebook, One Africa Mission. We are missionaries. We are on a mission. We are young Africans, and our mission is to see a united Africa. As we keep saying, without unity, the African race, we are going nowhere. Without unity, 100, 200 years to come, the French, the Europeans will continue to be dictating for our children. But with unity, we will bring an end to that dictatorship by the Western world, because the Western world are dictators to Africa. And yet they claim they don't want dictators. They are dictators to Africa. And for us to bring that dictatorship by the Western world to Africa to an end is for us to leave a legacy of a united Africa to our children. We must do everything we can to see the dream of our forefathers. We must not let the sacrifice of our forefathers to go in vain. Some of them came, they laid down their lives to see a united Africa. They couldn't see it in their lifetimes. And then they have handed the baton to me and you. And then we must do everything that we can to see a united Africa, if only we want to bring an end to the suffering of the African race. So yes, join our mission, One Africa Mission, and let us all bring our energies, our minds, our knowledge together, and to see this unification of Africa become a reality. So please, thank you very much for coming around. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like it and share, because we've been told that as if you share it and like, the more you like it, then YouTube will be able to open it up for other people to see the work we are doing. We are missionaries. We are on a mission, and our mission is to see a united Africa. That is all that we want. That is the legacy we want to leave for the next generation. Imagine how beautiful it will be for the next generation of Africans to inherit an Africa where Africa will not be called the third world country again, to inherit an Africa with one military, to inherit an Africa with one currency, one passport. Imagine if we can leave this legacy for the next Africans, for the next generation of Africans, just like the forefathers, the founding fathers of America left a legacy of a united America to their offspring. Look at how Americans, whether we like it or not, are enjoying wherever they go on this planet Earth. If we want to see Africans with such dignity, then we must do everything we can to leave a legacy of a united Africa to the next generation of Africans. I thank you very much for coming around. Join our mission, One Africa Mission, the number One Africa Mission, so that together we can bring this United States of Africa, or United Kingdoms of Africa, wherever you want to call it, to become a reality. That was the dream of our forefathers. I thank you very much for coming around. So I want us to go to Gabon and see the person who has been calling for Africans or his friends to make some noise for him, to see if he is really fit to continue to govern our people in Gabon, or if the soldiers are wrong. Because as we speak, the French and the European Union and whatever, they are calling on the military to reinstate this man. So please, let's watch him and see if he is really fit. We're not going to judge him, but if he's really fit to continue to lead our people, let's watch him. So yes, you can see this is the so-called president, who is so energetic that the French want him to continue to be president of our country, Gabon. When we speak here at One Africa Mission, any country that we are speaking about in Africa is our country, because Africa belongs to the children of Africa. So if we are speaking about Gabon, we are all one family. We are Gabonese, and this is the Africa we want to see. So we want, please, take time out of your busy schedules. I know we are busy, but watch the second video and let's see. Look at him. That was him and the French president. He barely can walk. He nearly fall down, and the French president had to hold him to save him from that embarrassment. And this is the man that the French are calling on African the soldiers, the coup leaders, to reinstate back, to respect democracy. In the name of democracy, they want this man to continue to rule our country, Gabon, because they know with this, a sick person like this, they can continue to control and take our resources for free. What have we really done wrong to this French, for God's sake? For goodness sake, what have we done to these French people, for God's sake? The other day, we are telling you to leave Niger. You should take your ambassador out of Niger. You say no. Your ambassador is going nowhere. And now, we told you, it is a new dawn for Africa. The more you try to intimidate us, the more we will do more, because Africa Day is now. Nothing can stop Africa from realizing her independence from you criminals. Colonial criminals, I always call them. Nobody should call them colonial masters anymore, because they have never been masters. These were criminals who came. We give them the opportunity, and they reap and pillage our continent, and they're still exploiting the continent. So they are criminals, and then we must call them as they are. So as we are talking about this man, this sick man, the French want him to continue to be president of Gabon in the name of democracy. And what democracy are they talking about? How can one family rule a country for more than 50 years and then you call it democracy? And that is why we say democracy is nothing but hypocrisy. To the West, democracy is nothing but hypocrisy. As long as it's fit into their interest, they will call it democracy. What is democracy about? A president changing the constitution of his country to stand for his third term, even though he's sick as a sickler. Look at this man. He's so sick that he can barely walk, and yet France is calling on the people of the leadership, the military leadership, to reinstate this man. Why? What have we done wrong to these French people? And this man is there calling on Africa, calling on this traitor. We will call him as it is, Mr. Ali Bongo, calling on his friends to make some noise. Well, we are not your friends, but we will make the noise. Mr. Ali Bongo, we are not your friends, but we will make some noise. But maybe you may not like the noise that we will make. Because yes, we are making some noise. We are telling Kwame Nkrumah, yes, the Africa that you dream of is coming into reality. Yes, we are telling Patrice Lumumba, the Africa that you said, the day is coming, the African will tell his own history. And that history is not going to be told in Brussels. Yes, that Africa is today. Yes, we are telling Thomas Sankara, yes, the Africa that you sacrificed for, that Africa is today. Yes, Samira Moshel, we are telling you, the Africa that you gave up your life for, that Africa is coming to reality today. Yes, Mr. Ali Bongo, we will make some noise, but you may not like the noise we will make, because that noise is not for puppets like you. You ask us, you call on us to make some noise, and yes, we will make that noise. We are telling Muammar Gaddafi, brother Gaddafi, the Africa that you give up your life for, your dream of a united Africa is coming to the reality. The Africa that will have one currency, one passport, one military, that Africa is soon becoming a reality. Yes, Mr. Ali Bongo, we will make some noise, but you may not like the noise, because that noise is not for puppets like yourself, puppets like you, traitors like you. If this man is not a traitor, what else can we call a traitor? You alone have been in power for how long? You and your father, you succeeded your father. And today, you have been deposed, and they ask you to go and rest. You are sick. You have been told to go and rest, and then you are calling on your friends to make some noise. Yes, we are making some noise, but that noise cannot be stopped by France, because you were just calling France to come, but France dare not. Because this is a new day for Africa, and the Africa today, or the African today, will not take the nonsense that your father, Omar Bongo, subjugated our people into. We will not take it. So, Mr. Ali Bongo, you are calling on us to make some noise. But I don't think when we make the noise, you will want to hear that noise. Because that noise is not for puppets like you. That noise is for the people who want to stand for Africa. That noise is to glorify the lives of Malcolm X, the lives of Patrice Lumumba, the lives of Martin Luther King, and the lives of Marcus Garvey, Messiah Garvey. So we will make some noise, but that noise is not for puppets. That noise is for people who want the redemption of Africa. The noise that we will make will bring dignity to the African race. The noise that we will make will not continue to subjugate the African race into disrespect that we are going on today. Because of puppets like you, Mr. Ali Bongo, go and sit somewhere. Because the noise that we will make, if we really come out to make that noise, you will not like it. You will not even want to hear the noise. I thank you very much for coming around. Please, if you like our content, if you like the work we are doing, please like and subscribe, share our content, and let us all together bring the dream of our forefathers to become a reality. We cannot allow Africa to continue to be dictated by the future of Africa to continue to be dictated by the West. No, they cannot continue to sit in Brussels, in France, in Paris, in New York, in Washington, in London, and dictate the future of Africa for us. We must take our destiny into our own hands. And that is exactly what is going on today in Africa. And there is more to come. So if the French cannot stand it, then they should prepare. Because enough is enough